Bob pulled up to the Chick-fil-A drive-thru.
Before I could get a word out, I was in tears. I said, I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time. I'm taking my daughter to college today. She's the apple of my eye. Cars were starting to line up behind me.
I went outside with my headset on.
She says, it's gonna be okay. Just was so caring and compassionate.
I never realized how much of an impact it would have.
Tori, this is Isabella.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
We text a lot, don't we?
We text every day. You text me every morning.
My name's Adam Gorlitsky, the founder and executive director of I Got Legs. We help paralyzed athletes get access to exoskeletons that allows them to stand up and walk again. The South Carolina Educational Lottery allowed me to get an education and then use it as a springboard in really launching my organization. It all kind of connects back to making life a little bit easier for people.
More accessibility means a better South Carolina, and a better South Carolina means a better you.
It all began in 1937. A vision to start something different, something better. A college athletics association where competition wasn't just about the scoreboard, but about character, growth, and rising together. From that first tip-off, the NAIA has grown in size and in spirit, in the way we play, the way we lead, the way we make athletics greater than a game.
This is college athletics the way it was meant to be. This is the right way to play.
Morning, Carl. Usual?
Yeah.
Your oldest was in here the other day. Said the two of you took a trip down to my neck of the woods. How'd that go?
You might as well give me one of those Carolina cars while you're at it.
I knew I liked that one.
Yeah.
There you go, my friend.
Thanks.
Hey, Carl. Congratulations.
See you tomorrow, Freddie.
You bet.
Our tradition for my...
Squeeze in, everybody. Squeeze in. Squeeze in your seats. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to homecoming here at the Gospel Center on the campus of Colby College. For today's season opening basketball game. Today's game will feature the Los Angeles Christian University, your Paws. Fans, if you don't open your eyes, we would like to take a moment to order American play of our national anthem. Let's meet tonight's starting lineup. First up, visitors from MACU. It's a night of ceremonious occasion, as here inside the Godbolt Center, it is homecoming, but it's the season opener for Columbia College men's basketball in this just their second season in existence. As you're watching the Appalachian Athletic Conference on Koala Vision. Good evening, everybody. I'm Mark Shelley, delighted to have you with us here inside the Godbolt Center on the campus of Columbia College, where tonight it's Mid-Atlantic Christian that travels in to be the first opponent in this just the second season of existence for the Columbia College Koalas men's basketball program. As they come off a season ago where they fell just short of a postseason berth in their inaugural season, 14-14 a season ago, and high hopes for year two as they try to not only build upon that foundation, but build upon the cultural foundation that they put in place first. Jake Deere in his second season at the helm, saying last year this was unlike any other test he had had before. He has built programs back to prominence, but never from the ground up. And this is his second crack at trying to lay the foundational bricks for this program and do so in a non-conference opening night matchup here in front of a Godbolt Center that's ready to rock and roll. Soccer games earlier today, but this afternoon, or this evening rather, it is basketball that takes center stage. We take a look at the Terminex starting five for the Columbia College Koalas. Familiar faces all through the five. All returners get the nod. Chandler O'Bannon a season ago on a night very similar to this took an alley-oop from A.J. Vaught and scored the first ever points on a backdoor dunk that made this place erupt. Thomas Whitley, shooter, a physical man up front. Tay Burton, watch for him on the long ball. So too with Austin Harrell and Nakia Johnson. Last season, a number of times being named Defensive Player of the Week in the AAC. But tonight, the Koalas in gray from right to left, and from left to right go the Mustangs of Mid-Atlantic Christian. Janice Shepard, Stuart Clough, Tyus Williams, Keandre Rogers, and Terrence Williams. The five on the floor for the Mustangs. And the first points nearly replicated a season later as O'Bannon took the alley-oop feed from Austin Harrell, but they couldn't convert. And an early foul sees a stoppage, and it'll send them to the line. So to the line goes Tyus Williams. Williams converts the first points in the gym of this season, and they come for the away side. Williams a season ago, averaging 10.2 points per game. As a free throw shooter, nearly 70%. He goes 1 for 2. It is Tay Burton who will bring the ball forward. Here is Nakia Johnson who committed the foul. Thomas Whitley off to Burton. He pulls up for three, and it's no good. It bounces away, and the rebound controlled by the Mustangs. But a foul is called, and that will halt the play. So Williams, who is fouled and goes to the line just moments ago, now commits the foul, but it does not send the Koalas to the free throw line, instead to the baseline. Harrell to O'Bannon, went up, and he still can't get it to go. Chandler O'Bannon fighting through and finally banks in the first points for the Koalas, and they have their first lead of the season. It is 2-1. Williams. And a self-inflicted turnover by way of the Mustangs hands the ball back to the Koalas. 14-14 a season ago for this side, trying to build upon a conference record that saw them win 7 of their 20 games. Here inside this building, an even 7-7, likewise away from home for the Koalas. Here is Harrell. Harrell taking over the point guard position, works to the left, atop the key. Put up And Whitley can't get it to go as it skitters off the rim. Now the other way, brought forward by Rogers, and he's dispossessed, and Harrell starts the charge. Off to O'Bannon, forced to the outside, and he loses the ball, but it stays with the Koalas. With 18:43 to go here in the first half, it is still 2-1, looking for the fourth and maybe fifth point of the game. Could it be 6? Mark Shelley with you here this evening as Whitley has the ball. Off to the left-hand corner, driving underneath, handing off to Johnson, swatted away. And the point will favor the Mustangs, who visit from Mid-Atlantic Christian, the North Carolina-based school in the green and orange. The Mustangs start the charge from left to right. Clough will hand off to Rogers. Back outside for Clough. Now over to Williams. He'll take it back to the near side for Rogers. Inside, Shepard off balance and a hard fall to the floor, and the referee points away the Mustangs to maintain possession. 18:13 to go here in the first half, and slow to his feet is the team's leading scorer from a season ago in Janice Shepard. Shepard averaged nearly 17 points a game last season. The quick turn, a short air ball for 3. Sees O'Bannon come up with the ball underneath, and Burton and O'Bannon will bring it out of the backcourt. Muscled over to Burton. A handoff back to O'Bannon. O'Bannon settles off the near side. Back to Burton, moved over to the right-hand side from the NAIA logo. Burton has trouble, has to stutter step before moving it off to Johnson. Outside, Harrell from the wing. Front side of the rim, O'Bannon pulls it in, spins underneath, and an easy up and in for Chandler O'Bannon as he has all 4 points for the Koalas in this 4-1 advantage with 17.5 to go here in the first half. Shepard. His 3-ball catches the front side of the rim, and it's no good. It is out, and the Koalas take over. Austin Harrell bringing this ahead from right to left. His team leading by 3. O'Bannon has all 4. Harrell from the left-hand side off to Burton, who's shaded to the right side of the key. Looks through his offense. Heaves over to O'Bannon. And a long 3 catches the backboard and skips wide. The other way, Terrence Williams drives to the lane. That will not go. Shepard is there. He's denied by the rim, and again it will not go. And the Koalas pull it in. O'Bannon starts the charge. Works to the left-hand side. A shovel pass to Nakia Johnson, and he is stripped. And then allows for the fast break the other direction. And O'Bannon comes back with a monster swat to deny the Mustangs another point. Chandler O'Bannon, who started 24 of the 27 games he appeared in last season, was a major part of the two-way effort for Jake Deere's side, and another big defensive play to add to the 4 points he has already. And finally, a basket will fall for the Mustangs, not for a lack of trying. It is Williams who makes it a 1-point game. Harrell forced to the outside. Whitley pulls up from the wing for 3. That goes skyward off the rim. Zach Smith can't pull it in. And so the other way come the Mustangs. Off balance and off the side of the backboard, Andre Bowles sees it out of play, but a foul is called. And it is the foul against Whitley. Waiting the check-in is Jamison McKenzie. Koalas will bring him onto the floor for the first time. The free throw from Andre Bowles, the lower Manhattan, New York native, is converted to tie this game at 4-4. A chance to recapture this low-scoring lead for the Mustangs. His second comes up short, and the rebound controlled by Smith. Harrell will bring it ahead. Off this left side, works towards center. Shy of the logo, finds space, shovels off to O'Bannon. Underneath, finding Smith. Forced off balance, but finds an answer. And back in front, 6-4 are the Koalas. 15:36 to go here in the first half. Low scoring, back and forth these two sides go in the season opener for this infant program in the Koalas of Columbia College. The Mustangs of MACU, Mid-Atlantic Christian, traveling in. Bowles swatted away by Smith, but he commits a foul, and in disbelief, he turns looking for the referee that called it. Oh, and they'll say it was not on Smith as he gets to take a sigh of relief, but instead it is Burton who commits the foul on the shot. So Bowles to the line again for the second time. 15:19 to go here in this first half, and it's Long, catches the backside and kicks out. 1 for 3 is Bowles. And the second better than the first. He goes 50% on that trip. 2 for 4 is Bowles in the game. Burton stripped out of the defensive backcourt. Bowles gives outside. Shepard is called for the travel. And the Koalas get a lucky break after Burton was pickpocketed from behind. 15:13 to go here in the first half. A 1-point game sees a 6-5 Koala advantage. Harrell will bring this up the floor. From the right-hand side, he's guarded in stride by Rogers. Harrell to this left-hand side of center, off to O'Bannon at the NAIA logo on the far side of the floor. McKenzie looking for options, gives off to O'Bannon, jumps inside, threads the needle, but it will not fall, and gravity does not pay dividends the way of the Koalas. 14:47 to go here in the first half. The Koalas leading by a narrow margin, 6-5 over the Mustangs.
Turf grass management is not just guys going out and cutting grass and putting bases down. There's so much more to it. Major League Baseball has made a substantial increase in the standards that all ball clubs should have. And a piece of it is you have to be a graduate of a 2 or 4 year turf grass management program. Having a life scholarship made that possible for me.
Job readiness means a better South Carolina, and a better South Carolina means a better you.
We're back. Back here inside the Godbold Center. I want to remind you our game today brought to you in part by Terminex. Visit them at trustterminex.com. Games today also brought to you in part by Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A earlier today, Chick-fil-A Bush River Road that is, giving out free cherry berry drink coupons to all in attendance at today's men's and women's soccer doubleheader to kick off our 3-game slate here on homecoming down at Yoon Stadium, but it was not the way the Koalas would have liked. Women falling 2-1 in their season conclusion. Men falling 2-0 to Bryan, but despite that, the Koalas have clinched their first ever postseason berth in men's soccer. Back to the action here at the Godbold Center. McKenzie off to Burton. He'll drive inside, spins, fade away for 2. The skitters off the top of the rim. Burton tries to recover. Oh, what a pullback to keep possession. Floater, and he banks it in, and the Koalas lead by 3. It's 8-5. Mid-Atlantic Christian trailing by a 1-score possession. Rock forward up the far side of the floor. Stripped from possession is Janai Williams, and now on the floor, a wrestling match as McKenzie is underneath. And a full scramble for the ball. Finally sees Latrell Thompson and Jamison McKenzie part ways.
Possession goes the way of the Mustangs. And now, a pair of substitutions. As Thompson will check out of the game. Clough is back in. So too out is Elijah Diaz. Williams, he will take it on the inbound. Directing traffic is Bowles. Off that left-hand side, and a shot clock violation. And the Koalas do their job. O'Bannon was matching his numerical counterpart in Bowles, stride for stride, and he couldn't get the shot off. 13:51 to go here in the first half. Koalas leading 8-5. Burton barks out the commands. He'll work shaded to the left. Stop and hand off to Smith. Outside for O'Bannon. Shoveled off now to Harrell. Smith reels that in, has to backtrap outside the arc. Burton inside for Harrell, who reaches out, recollects, now drives the lane and can't get it to go. Harrell will draw the foul and will head to the lane, or excuse me, the line rather, with 13:27 to go here in the first half. Tyus Williams charged with the foul. Harrell to shoot his first. Smooth as butter from Austin Harrell. And the Koalas grow their lead now to 4. It is 9-5. The former Francis Marion man to shoot his second. Two for two from the line for number 12 in gray, and Harrell puts his team up by 5. It is 10-5. Janai Williams outside for Bowles. He'll drive inside, stripped, and the Koalas come away with it. McKenzie trying to go coast to coast, cuts his way forward, and it's 12-5. A 7-point advantage. Jake Deere, the signature stomp heard round the Godbold Center. Trying to order his men into formation. Mid-Atlantic Christian will see Bowles pull up for 3 and a splash that gives them momentum trying to cut into this margin. It's down to 4. 12-8 as Harrell brings this forward. Nearly loses it, recollects and spins across the line. Straight in, kick out, Burton for 3 from the wing. It's long and O'Bannon can't recover it on the backside of the play. The other way, it's Bowles for MACU. Williams calls for the assistance of Bowles. And now a runner underneath is Trafton. Williams to the right-hand side. He has Bowles. Hands off to him on the wing. Steps inside. Burton's right there. Bowles kick out to the far wing. Put up for 3, and that's a splash that gets a big answer from Nico Trafton. And it's 12-11 as the Mustangs have cut into the margin. 11:47 to go here in the first half. Burton to the right-hand side. Kick over to Harrell. Off to the wing to O'Bannon. Inside for Smith. And Smith stutters. And the foul is called. And it will go against Trafton. A whole host of changes. We'll see all 4 of the original remaining starters on the floor exit. The only one from the previous 5 that remains is Smith. Johnson is back in. He'll get the ball. Here's Norman Zumi Haynes. Crowd favorite. We'll go to the near side. And a put-up 3 ball that splashes in. And a monster answer for Jalen McDuffie. Fresh onto the floor, and McDuffie has his first points as a Koala. Inside, and he'll take a loose ball and pick it up. He wants to go quickly. He'll move it off to McKean. Jordan McKean hands off to Haynes. Haynes inside, tries a no-look head fake to get it off to Johnson. It's batted away, and the Mustangs come the other way. Quickly down the floor, Bowles can't get it to drop. And McKean will work it down the right-hand side. Atop the arc, over to McDuffie, into the corner for Smith. Pumps the brakes, kick out. McKean from the NAIA logo. It's long on the 3-ball attempt, and the lead remains 4. The other way, the Mustangs bring it ahead. Bowles inside, will play a kick back, and it falls past Trafton into the backcourt. So the Koalas take possession as Trafton caught a bit off guard on that quick return to him. Just inside the line, it was low and skittered past. Terrence Williams. Trying to guard that off. Here is Smith. Koalas leading by 4. McDuffie, 3-ball, catches the front side of the rim, but Johnson grabs the offensive rebound. McKean over to Haynes. Thought about it. Now back to McKean for 3. He left it short, but he's fouled on the shot and will head to the line. Jordan McKean will head to the line. His side leading by 4 points, 15-11. 10:15 to go in the game as McKean will make it a 16-11 advantage for the Koalas. He will shoot his second. Trying to make it a 6-point advantage. It rims in and out. But it looks as though an early jump will give him another opportunity. Chandler O'Bannon checks in as we await, and Smith will make his exit. $10:15 to go. McKean to shoot his second now. In a 16-11 advantage. A second chance that he capitalizes on. And it's a 17-11 Koalas lead. Trafton will get it off to the 14 of Rogers. And now forward to Shepard. Shepard contested by O'Bannon, but he's able to move it off and inside. Unable to get it to go off the front side of the rim is Latrell Thompson. Again he tries, and this time puts it over top. He wanted a foul called, nothing comes. McKean has pressure in his face, is able to deliver that forward to O'Bannon, and now a loose ball scramble. The ball is free on the court, and Johnson tries to get it for the Koalas, but Nakia Johnson is going to be called for the foul. 17-11. With 9:43 to go here in the first half, Koalas leading in the season opener over the Mustangs.
Our tradition for my football team is we dress up, shirt and tie. I had a tie, but I didn't know how to tie it. Usually I would have my dad help me, but he was deployed. I'm thinking, don't worry about it. My grandma should know.
He says, can you tie a tie? And I'm like, no. But we're on our way to Chick-fil-A.
I recognize them because they came into our store so much. Miss Bertha and Mr. Terrence, I'm like, of course, I'll help them out and show them how to tie a tie.
It wasn't just the tie, it's what was in your heart.
It's my pleasure. Doing good, man. You got it.
Back here at the Godbold Center. 17-11, Koalas leading. Just beyond the midway point of the half. Today's game brought to you in part by the Solomon Law Group, proud supporters of Columbia College Athletic. When life knocks you down after an accident, trust the team that fights for you, the Solomon Law Group. They've got your back. As the clock winds toward the 9-minute mark, the Koalas Setting up defensively, Shepard puts up for three for the Mustangs, and it's no good. McKean is able to thread that free out of the backcourt, starts the charge, and will step across the half-court line. McKean working to this left-hand side, off to Haynes. Looks for his options, gets to McDuffie. McDuffie heaves it overhead and gets it to McCain. Haynes puts up, no good. The ball is loose under the basket as two tangle up behind. McKean still in the backcourt, nearly put the pressure on to force a miscue. Instead, the other way, setting up offensively are the Mustangs. The ball in the hands of Keandre Rogers. The pick set to cut away from Haynes. Underneath, trying to bank it, but it will not go is Diaz. And now McDuffie pulls it in. McDuffie, a long heave to Haynes on the corner, tight roping, but he couldn't do it. A part of the shoe catches the sideline, and he's narrowly out of play. The reinforcements have been given their relief, at least most of them. McDuffie remains on the floor. So too does Johnson, but Harrell, Burton, and Whitley have all rejoined the action. Rogers will bring it forward. He will hand off to Thompson. Now over to Diaz. A quick handoff to Trafton. Underneath, Thompson. Kick over. Trafton one-handed, lost it. Johnson pulls it up, and he plays the deflection off of Diaz, and the Koalas take possession. 8:20 to go here in the first half. It is a 6-point advantage for the Koalas, 17-11. Leading in their season opener. Following their inaugural season, that saw them win 14 games and come up shy of squeaking in to the AAC tournament. Burton harassed underneath, and he's forced into the travel, and the ball is handed over to the Mustangs. 8:08 to go here in the first half. Trafton will take the inbound and give it right back to Rogers. He creeps his way methodically up the court, cycling through his options, barking out the orders, working from left to right. Shades to the left-hand side and will get it off to Trafton. Inside, it's returned. Now taken by Clough. Kick over to Thompson. He'll drive to the lane and bank in two more for the Mustangs. It's down to a 4-point advantage for the Koalas. 17-13 they lead with 7:40 to go. Nakia Johnson underneath, swings one out. Into the corner, Whitley takes it. He'll step inside, tries to get it through traffic. Contested, nearly lost it. Now McDuffie puts up for three, but he stepped on the line and out of play, and the Mustangs take over. 7.5 to go here in the first half, as Chandler O'Bannon will check back in, and he will trade places with McDuffie. Bowles looks to be the one who will check in, and he will do so as Trafton comes out. From the far sideline, it is inbound by Thompson and will be carried forward by Rogers. To right in front of us, where Bowles will take it in and give it back to Rogers. Over to Bowles in front of the Koalas bench. Creeping his way back towards center. He will trade places with Rogers now. Bowles worked over to the far side. He was open. Now he will receive the ball. He looks for help, trying to find his options. Floats one across. Thompson spin move inside, underneath. Rogers turns, puts it up, and it bounces around and takes a favorable bounce that drops in. And it's two more that cuts this to a 2-point deficit for the Mustangs. Koalas leading 17-15 as Burton drives the other way. Kick out. O'Bannon pulls up for three. That will not go. Catches the backside of the rim, and empty-handed come the Koalas. Trying to string together runs of possession are the Mustangs. Underneath, Diaz turns, spins, kicks back. He gets his own rebound. Again tries, and it will not go. Nakia Johnson rips it away. He and Thompson have an exchange of words behind the play. Everyone's paying attention behind, and O'Bannon is there with a monster jam. And that's what number one can do for the Koalas. He tried it to get the first points of the game unsuccessfully, but Chandler O'Bannon prevails through and finally brings this crowd to their feet. Thompson with it, looking for an answer, down by 4 of the Mustangs. Far side, looking for a three ball, no good from the corner for Clough. Koalas take over. O'Bannon from right to left down the far sideline. Skips one underneath to Johnson. pulls up for two, and that drops in for Nakia Johnson. His first points of the game. 5:45 to go here in the first half. Koalas leading 21-15. Diaz, kick back to Rogers. Outside for Bowles. O'Bannon nearly got a piece of that. Inside for Diaz. A long two from beyond the free throw line, and he sinks it with ease. 21-17 to go. 5:25 to play.
Move it.
Harrell drives inside from the free throw line. Kick out. Burton. Corner three. It's long and nothing on the end of it as it skips harmlessly wide. Harrell comes flying in, gets a piece, and nearly goes over top of some fans in the front row, but he's able to pump the brakes long enough to prevent any further damage. 5:05 to go here in the first half. 21-17. Koalas in front, but a tight one coming down toward the halftime.
Turf grass management is not just guys going out and cutting grass and putting bases down. There's so much more to it. Major League Baseball has made a substantial increase in the standards that all ball clubs should have. And a piece of it is you have to be a graduate of a 2 or 4 year turf grass management program. Having a life scholarship made that possible for me.
Job readiness means a better South Carolina, and a better South Carolina means a better you.
Back here in the Godbold Center. A reminder that our game today is brought to you in part by the South Carolina Education Lottery. Did you know that since 2002, more than 2.7 million lottery-funded scholarships, such as the Life, Hope, and Palmetto Fellows scholarships, have been awarded to South Carolina students? Playing for fun is a win for education. Visit sceducationlottery.com/educationwins for more information. 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Koalas leading 21-17, but that lead is cut into by the quick restart by Tyus Williams, who finds himself now up to 3 points to go along with a made free throw earlier. Harrell tries to thread it through traffic and can't get it there, but it's last off the Mustangs and out of play. O'Bannon will inbound from the left of the scorer's table. Off to Harrell. From the logo over to Burton. Steps inside Harrell. Now to O'Bannon on the far side wing. Drives the baseline, swatted from behind. Stays with it, but the shot clock will expire. But no, they continue to work as he did get the shot off in time. Rogers. To Williams and back to Rogers. Tyus Rogers, 5 points. Tied with Bowles. Rogers, a pair to his name. Williams trying to drive past Whitley. Johnson is there to swat it away, but a foul is called, and we'll see if it's on Johnson or Whitley. Instead, O'Bannon somehow slipped in there. Looked as though it was Whitley. But instead it is O'Bannon that sends Williams to the line. Janai Williams will check in. He will bring out Thompson. Bowles will check out. Unsuccessful on the second shot. It is 21-20. Into the corner. O'Bannon, kick over. Whitley, pull up for two. No good as it scoops in and out. 3:35 to go here in the first half. Bowles trying to put his team in front. No good. Both Whitley and O'Bannon each grab the ball. Finally, it is Whitley to hand off to O'Bannon. Now Burton from Harrell. Burton from the baseline. He is fouled. 3:23 to go here in this first half. And Tay Burton will head to the line. Burton 2 points in the game so far. His first trip to the line this evening. He will sink his first. And the senior from Lafayette, Alabama, will get an opportunity to try to make this a 23-20 advantage. His second, floated, and will catch the front side of the rim, but then drop in to make it 23-20. Koalas leading here in the late stages of the first half in a game that saw them pull away, and then the gap closed, and now it's a back and forth affair. A one-possession game, trying to answer here, and it's short off the front side of the rim. No good on the chance for Janai Williams. Harrell racing up the floor, dodges one, dodges a second, kick out, Burton pulls it in. Now O'Bannon inside, kick to the corner, Harrell back to O'Bannon, Burton's free off the wing, pulls up for three, scoops in and out, no good. Koalas, great ball movement, but just couldn't get the end to cap it off. Tyus Williams, team's leading scorer with 6, tied for the game lead with O'Bannon. Now underneath and converting to bring them within 1 is Janai Williams as he gets his first points of the game. Caught in stride, Burton. Kick over, O'Bannon. Harrell's free for 3, and he's got it. Austin Harrell with a splash that creates separation and makes it a 2-possession game here with 2:10 to go in the first half. 26-22. Koalas trying to set up defensively. Shepard. He'll pull up for 3. Off the mark. He wanted a foul, but it will not come. And instead, it's out of play on the miss. And the Koalas take over. So in for the first time, we'll check the 30 of Quintez Yarborough. The freshman out of Atlanta, Georgia. Now races back to an unmarked Tate Burton as Harrell will bring it up the floor. Works back off the right-hand wing, off to Whitley. Ran out of room and now moves off to O'Bannon. Back to Whitley with 1:40 to go in the first half. Whitley tugged from behind, but ultimately sees the ball out of play, and so the Mustangs take over. 96 seconds to go in the first half. Yarbrough, he lost it, now Burton on a fast break. Burton the other way, and Tay Burton finds himself underneath, and the fast break pays dividends. 28-22, it's a 6-point advantage. Underneath, Tyus Williams, guarded by Johnson. Johnson maybe got a piece of that. Those two tangled up at the baseline behind the play. O'Bannon gives off to Whitley. Hotly back. Johnson wasn't ready for that. 2-on-0 the other way. Williams, an easy layup on the fast break, capitalizing on the miscue by the Koalas. 55 seconds left to go and a timeout called by the Mustang. 28-24. As the two sides will catch a breather, take a drink. We'll take a look at our scoring leaders in the game. It is Tyus Williams, 3 for 4 from the field with 8 points, leading all scorers. Koalas have a pair at 6 each. It is Chandler O'Bannon and Tay Burton. The downside, both 0 for from beyond the arc. O'Bannon has gone 0 for 2. Burton, the shooting guard, 0 for 4. A 4-point margin inside the final 60 seconds of this first half. It is Harrell who will bring it from the baseline on the inbound. Harrell will call timeout as he couldn't find an opportunity to distribute that ball. And so shortly out of the previous break, they'll talk things through and try to figure out what to do on this possession if they can actually get the inbound to occur. So Burton will await. Tied with O'Bannon with 6 points in the game. Behind those two is Harrell with 5. So too has Bowles for the Mustangs. And the next leading is 3. Trafton for Mid-Atlantic Christian and McDuffie, who jumped onto the floor, made a big splash, but is not in the game as it stands. Burton will inbound to O'Bannon. Koalas start the charge. Burton down the left-hand side. Pestered before he delivers off to the aforementioned O'Bannon, and here is Harrell. From the right, works to the left to Burton. 40 seconds to go, 15 on the shot clock. Underneath, Johnson slips free. And the Koalas will keep possession. And Johnson will go to the free throw line. Leading by 6, 36.1 on the clock. So a delay to tend to the floor. And now Johnson will get a chance at his free throws. He will convert to cap off the three-point play. Nakia Johnson a season ago, he was spectacular defensively. As a free throw shooter, just 55%. But he converts his only one of the night. A long three, no good. Nothing doing on the chance for Trafton. O'Bannon in the final 10 seconds. Shot clock is turned off. And the point will go against the Koalas, and it favors the Mustangs visiting from Mid-Atlantic Christian. Six seconds to go. And lost. Harrell has to check the clock. A second to go. Layup, and it will not fall before the horn sounds. But the first half has come and gone. 31-24. The Koalas of Columbia College have the advantage as we've played 20 here on opening night for the Koalas here on homecoming. Koalas with the advantage. But it's a tight game with the Mustangs of Mid-Atlantic Christian. The two sides to the locker rooms to address the charges. And we'll be back to the Godbold Center after this. We will let you listen in and watch along as they crown the homecoming royalty here at Center Court. But first,
Bob pulled up to the Chick-fil-A drive-thru.
Before I could get a word out, I was in tears. I said, I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time. I'm taking my daughter to college today. She's the apple of my eye. Cars were starting to line up behind me.
I went outside with my headset on.
She says, it's gonna be okay. Just was so caring and compassionate.
I never realized how much of an impact it would have.
Tori, this is Isabella.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
We text a lot, don't we?
We text every day. You text me every morning.
My name's Adam Gorlitsky, the founder and executive director of I Got Legs. We help paralyzed athletes get access to exoskeletons that allows them to stand up and walk again. The South Carolina Educational Lottery allowed me to get an education and then use it as a springboard in really launching my organization. It all kind of connects back to making life a little bit easier for people.
More accessibility means a better South Carolina, and a better South Carolina means a better you.
School of Education. Honorable mentions Mark Cox for dressing up, and Best Banner Alpha Sigma Alpha. Homecoming Court Introduction. We are proud this year for a group of students who have exemplified leadership, school pride, and community spirit. Let's give a round of applause to all our members of the Homecoming Court 2025. Our female nominees, Nisa Patrick, a senior in business administration, is being escorted today with Tiana Gilmore. Also, Shamari Glenn, a sophomore in the speech language pathology program, being escorted by our boyfriend, Jamel Turner. Miranda Graybill, a sophomore in the dance education program, is being escorted by her boyfriend, Michael Chastain. Zakila Henderson, a sophomore and member of the track and field team, being escorted by Michaela Robinson. And finally, Annabelle Lee, a junior active in campus life, being escorted by Noah Jackson. Our male nominees, Noah Jackson, a political science major, a sophomore, being escorted by Annabelle Lee. Zion Hart, a sophomore member of the track and field team. And Justice Wilson, a senior member of the men's soccer team, escorted by his parents. Now to announce our winners. Our homecoming rolling winner, homecoming prince, Mr. Justice Wilson. Our homecoming princess, Miss Zakila Henderson. Wow, we need to get a score update. South Carolina Gamecocks just increased their lead around now. How about that? And now, for our homecoming king and queen. Our homecoming king first, Mr. Noah Jackson. And our homecoming queen is Miss Annabelle Lee. Fans, thank you again for making this homecoming week so special. When we decorated, danced, voted, or cheered, you were part of something amazing. Let's carry the spirit with us throughout the year. Go Koalas.
Bob pulled up to the Chick-fil-A drive-thru.
Before I could get a word out, I was in tears. I said, I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time. I'm taking my daughter to college today. She's the apple of my eye. Cars were starting to line up behind me.
I went outside with my headset on.
She says, it's gonna be okay. Just was so caring and compassionate.
I never realized how much of an impact it would have.
Tori, this is Isabella.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
We text a lot, don't we?
We text every day. You text me every morning.
My name's Adam Gorlitsky, the founder and executive director of I Got Legs. We help paralyzed athletes get access to exoskeletons that allows them to stand up and walk again. The South Carolina Education Lottery allowed me to get an education and then use it as a springboard in really launching my organization. It all kind of connects back to making life a little bit easier for people.
More accessibility means a better South Carolina, and a better South Carolina means a better you.
It all began in 1937. A vision to start something different, something better. A college athletics association where competition wasn't just about the scoreboard, but about character, growth, and rising together. From that first tip-off, the NAIA has grown in size and in spirit, in the way we play, the way we lead, the way we make athletics greater than a game.
This is college athletics the way it was meant to be. This is the right way to play.
Morning, Carl. Usual?
Yeah.
Your oldest was in here the other day. Said the two of you took a trip down to my neck of the woods. How'd that go?
You might as well give me one of those Carolina cards while you're at it.
I knew I'd like that one.
Yeah.
There you go, my friend.
Thanks.
Hey, Carl. Congratulations.
See you tomorrow, Freddie.
You bet.
Our tradition for my football team is we dress up, shirt and tie. I had a tie, but I didn't know how to tie it. Usually I would have my dad help me, but he was deployed. I'm thinking, don't worry about it. My grandma should know.
He says, can you tie a tie? And I'm like, no. But we're on our way to Chick-fil-A.
I recognize them because they came into our store so much. Miss Bertha and Mr. Terrence, I'm like, of course, I'll help them out and show them how to tie a tie.
It wasn't just the tie, it's what was in your heart.
It's my pleasure. Doing good, man. You got it.
Turfgrass management is not just guys going out and cutting grass and putting bases down. There's so much more to it. Major League Baseball has made a substantial increase in the standards that all ball clubs should have. And a piece of it is you have to be a graduate of a 2 or 4 year turfgrass management program. Having a life scholarship made that possible for me.
Job readiness means a better South Carolina, and a better South Carolina means a better you.
My 6th grade English class wrote some letters to our local Chick-fil-A that had closed for remodeling.
Dear Chick-fil-A.
Dear Chick-fil-A.
Dear Chick-fil-A. I used to get Chick-fil-A 100 times a week. We need it back. We cannot leave these letters unanswered. So we loaded up our food truck to surprise not just her class, but the entire school.
It was really rewarding as a teacher to see that kindness return to the kids.
We got you a little something to make sure your students keep writing.
Turfgrass management is not just guys going out and cutting grass and putting bases down. There's so much more to it. Major League Baseball has made a substantial increase in the standards that all ball clubs should have. And a piece of it is you have to be a graduate of a 2 or 4 year turf grass management program. Having a life scholarship made that possible for me.
Job readiness means a better South Carolina, and a better South Carolina means a better you.
Bob pulled up to the Chick-fil-A drive-thru.
Before I could get a word out, I was in tears. I said, I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time. I'm taking my daughter to college today. She's the apple of my eye. Cars were starting to line up behind me.
I went outside with my headset on.
She says, it's gonna be okay. Just was so caring and compassionate.
I never realized how much of an impact it would have.
Tori, this is Isabella.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
We text a lot, don't we?
We text every day. You text me every morning.
My name's Adam Gorlitsky, the founder and executive director of I Got Legs. We help paralyzed athletes get access to exoskeletons that allows them to stand up and walk again. The South Carolina Education Lottery allowed me to get an education and then use it as a springboard in really launching my organization. It all kind of connects back to making life a little bit easier for people.
More accessibility means a better South Carolina, and a better South Carolina means a better you.
It all began in 1937. A vision to start something different, something better. A college athletics association where competition wasn't just about the scoreboard, but about character, growth, and rising together. From that first tip-off, the NAIA has grown in size and in spirit, in the way we play, the way we lead, the way we make athletics greater than a game.
This is college athletics the way it was meant to be. This is the right way to play.
Bob pulled up to the Chick-fil-A drive-thru.
Before I could get a word out, I was in tears. I said, I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time. I'm taking my daughter to college today. She's the apple of my eye. Cars were starting to line up behind me.
I went outside with my headset on.
She says, it's gonna be okay. Just was so caring and compassionate.
I never realized how much of an impact it would have.
Tori, this is Isabella.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
We text a lot, don't we?
We text every day. You text me every morning.
My name's Adam Gorlitsky, the founder and executive director of I Got Legs. We help paralyzed athletes get access to exoskeletons that allows them to stand up and walk again. The South Carolina Education Lottery allowed me to get an education and then use it as a springboard in really launching my organization. It all kind of connects back to making life a little bit easier for people.
More accessibility means a better South Carolina, and a better South Carolina means a better you.
It all began in 1937. A vision to start something different, something better. A college athletics association where competition wasn't just about the scoreboard, but about character, growth, and rising together. From that first tip-off, the NAIA has grown in size and in spirit, in the way we play, the way we lead, the way we make athletics greater than a game.
This is college athletics the way it was meant to be. This is the right way to play.
Morning, Carl. Usual?
Yeah.
Your oldest was in here the other day. Said the two of you took a trip down to my neck of the woods. How'd that go?
You might as well give me one of those Carolina cars while you're at it.
I knew I liked that one.
Yeah.
There you go, my friend.
Thanks.
Hey, Carl. Congratulations.
See you tomorrow, Freddie.
You bet.
Our tradition for my football team is we dress up, shirt and tie. I had a tie, but I didn't know how to tie it. Usually I would have my dad help me, but he was deployed. And I'm thinking, don't worry about it. My grandma should know.
He says, can you tie a tie? And I'm like, no. But we're on our way to Chick-fil-A.
I recognize them because they came into our store so much. Miss Bertha and Mr. Terrence, I'm like, of course, I'll help them out and show them how to tie a tie.
It wasn't just the tie, it's what was in your heart.
It's my pleasure. Doing good, man. You got it.
Turfgrass management is not just guys going out and cutting grass and putting bases down. There's so much more to it. Major League Baseball has made a substantial increase in the standards that all ball clubs should have. And a piece of it is you have to be a graduate of a 2 or 4 year turfgrass management program. Having a life scholarship made that possible for me.
Job readiness means a better South Carolina, and a better South Carolina means a better you.
My 6th grade English class wrote some letters to our local Chick-fil-A that had closed for remodeling.
Dear Chick-fil-A.
Dear Chick-fil-A.
Dear Chick-fil-A. I used to get Chick-fil-A 100 times a week. We need it back. We cannot leave these letters unanswered. So we loaded up our food truck to surprise not just her class, but the entire school.
It was really rewarding as a teacher to see that kindness return to the kids.
We got you a little something to make sure your students keep writing.
Back here at the Godbold Center, you're watching the Appalachian Athletic Conference on Koala Vision. Mark Shelley with you here this evening as the Koalas of Columbia College out of halftime, leading 31-24 over the Mustangs of Mid-Atlantic Christian. Koalas in that first half, equaling in turnovers at 12 points, but the difference, they've mustered up 12 points off the 12 turnovers by the Mustangs to the 8 that the visitors have put up. Koalas will start the second half with the ball from half court, and we're underway here for the second half of the season opener for the Koalas. Chandler O'Bannon was trying to be the first points of the second half, as he was for his side in the first half. He wasn't the first points of the game. Those belong to Tyus Williams, as he was able to put up a single free throw. But out of the restart, it is the Mustangs with the ball. Here is Williams. He's the game's leading scorer with 8. He will hand off quickly to the 10 of Stuart Clough. DeAndre Rogers, he gives off to Shepard. Now Clough again. Inside, lost it. Harrell pulls it in, and he goes overhead. Johnson streaking toward the basket, and Lakia Johnson with a jam. 33-24. As the clock winds toward a minute gone by in the second half of 20 minutes. Shepard, he drives to the lane, runs into the wall. That is Johnson, who grabs the rebound. And it's brought forward by O'Bannon. Outside, Whitley pulls up for the wing. And a 3-ball made by Thomas Whitley. It's 36-24. The Koalas out of the half have exploded into life offensively. The other way, Clough off this near side corner. He heaves one overhead, juggled by Rogers. Splits between a pair of defenders. Now Clough puts up for three, and a long miss will bounce harmlessly out of play, and the Koalas take over. 18:34 to go here in this ball game. Johnson now a point back of Williams for the game lead in points. He's up to 7. 3 for 4 from the field. And also finds himself tied for the game lead with 6 rebounds alongside his teammate O'Bannon. Johnson to Harrell. Steps back atop the arc. Shaded to the right-hand side. Gives off to O'Bannon underneath. Whitley slips free, and from just underneath the basket, he's able to put in 2 more. 38-24. Koalas have come out swinging here in the second half. Williams inside. Clough over to the corner. Put up for Terrence Williams, and he knocks home an answer. 38-26 now. Harrell from in front of us at the scorer's table. Works to the right-hand side. Kick back. Whitley tries another 3 and just misses as it catches the side of the rim. 17:44 to go the other way. And a floater looking for the alley-oop, but no one able to get on the end of it. It was intended for Clough. Harrell pulls back, gives off for Burton. A long 3 atop the key. Tay Burton drops it in, and the Koalas, they struggled to shoot from beyond the arc in the first half, but they've come out, and they are dropping buckets here to start this second frame. 41-26 as they start to pull away. Clough, a hop, skip, and a jump inside. No good, but it falls for Terrence Williams, and he's able to put back the 2 points. 41-28 now as the clock winds towards 17 to play. Harrell off this right-hand wing, steps inside from the corner, gives off to Whitley. Shoveled to Burton, now to O'Bannon, far side corner. Back over. Here's Johnson now. Tries inside. Kick out. O'Bannon tries a 3-ball. Skitters off the top side of the rim. It falls into the waiting arms of Rogers, and Keandre Rogers will bring it ahead for the Mustangs. Rogers, just 2 points in the game. The point guard will bring it ahead. Off to this left-hand side. He'll give it off to Clough straight away center. Clough now shaded over. Jump pass. And a 3-ball that bounces off the front side and falls into the waiting, rebounding arms of Chandler O'Bannon. Pulled in, Burton goes for Johnson, and the alley-oop pays dividends, and Johnson takes a hard fall to the floor and into the far wall. Jake Deere thinks maybe there was an extra bump that sent Johnson down to the floor. Well, with 16:24 to go, out comes Johnson to tend to him. And in comes the 7-footer James Munlin. First action that Munlin sees on this season. The senior out of Sugar Hill, Georgia, towering over the rest of the field. Inside, O'Bannon will take it from Whitley. O'Bannon trying to run this in, and he is fouled. He will head to the line. 16:08 to go here in the ball game. It's a 43-28 lead. 15 is the largest it's been for either side. Koalas out rebounding this Mustang side 25-21. As O'Bannon will shoot his first and drops it in. The 15-point advantage has grown to 16. Koalas out of this halftime have gone on a 13-4 run. And O'Bannon tries to make it 14. It rolls off the top of the rim. It will stay at that. 44-28, quickly the other way. Latrell Thompson gives back to Rogers. Now for Tyus Williams. Williams skips inside, lost it, but underneath are the Mustangs waiting. And Thompson pirouettes off the sideline. Corner 3, no good. Koalas can't come down as Whitley sees it off his fingertips, and underneath Diaz tries to put up, and a foul is called. It will go against O'Bannon. That's his second foul of the game. 15:47 to go in a 44-28 advantage for the Koalas. It's Diaz to the line. His first free throw cannot find Twine, and so Diaz will try it again. Trying to make his third point of the game. He will do that. And the Koalas see it down to 44-29. 15 the difference. Ball in the hands of number 5, Tay Burton from left to right. Koalas in gray, the Mustangs in green. Munlin. Punched away by Diaz, but Munlin's in a diving foot race. He lost it the other way. Thompson has trouble underneath. Oh, Bannon comes back, swats it away, but the recovery underneath. And the Mustangs still capitalize. Burton, step back for 3. Left it short, and no good on that quick possession by the Koalas. The other way, Bowles is able to fend off and speed in for another 2. Now stringing together possessions are the Mustangs, and the Koalas caught reeling for a brief moment. Whitley outside for O'Bannon. Harrell circles through. Inside for Munlin. Kick back, Whitley. Steps inside, behind the back, creates the space. Now kick over for Harrell. 7 on the shot clock. Whitley for 3. Another one for Thomas Whitley, and it's 47-33. Koalas open up a cushion again, back to a 14-point advantage. Rogers overhead, and Burton comes flying in, and Burton will pick up the possession for the Koalas. 47-33 with 14:25 to go here in the ball game. The two sides will talk things through. And while they do, we'll take a break.
Turf grass management is not just guys going out and cutting grass and putting bases down. There's so much more to it. Major League Baseball has made a substantial increase in the standards that all ball clubs should have. And a piece of it is you have to be a graduate of a 2 or 4 year turf grass management program. Having the Life Scholarship made that possible for me.
Job readiness means a better South Carolina, and a better South Carolina means a better you.
Did you know that since 2002, more than 2.7 million lottery-funded scholarships such as the Life, Hope, and Palmetto Fellow Scholarships have been awarded to South Carolina students? Playing for fun is a win for education. Visit sceducationlottery.com/educationwins for more information. 14:25 to go here in the ballgame. 47-33, Koalas leading in the season opener against the Mustangs visiting from North Carolina and Mid-Atlantic Christian. Mark Shelley with you here this evening. A day of homecoming festivities that has been capped on by this game here at 6 o'clock. The court crowned at halftime, and the Koalas trying to pick up a victory to end. It was a fun-filled day throughout campus and a busy one in the athletics department. The Mustangs trying to string some points together, and out of the timeout they will. 14 minutes to go in the ballgame. It is a 47-35 advantage for the Koalas. The 11 of Caleb Brown. He will hand off to Jalen McDuffie, and now to Whitley. Brown spins inside, gives out for O'Bannon. O'Bannon tries to drive the lane, kicks to the corner. It's put up for 3, and it's long. And Zach Smith couldn't get it to drop. Keandre Rogers skips one low underneath. Bowles can't get it to go off the backside of the rim. It returned it right back to him, and the second time of asking, it still would not drop. 13:20 to go. Smith goes up, pulls that in. They wanted the alley-oop, but they couldn't connect, at least in terms of the chance. And then Smith underneath couldn't get it to drop. 13:10 to go. The other way, the Mustangs bring it forward. Underneath, it's lost, and it's off the knee, and it goes the way of the Koalas. They'll take possession with 13:05 to play. Nico Trafton has 3 points. It was a splash from beyond the arc, but since he has been quiet, and there, hands over possession to the Koalas. Brown from the backcourt will bring it forward, matched by his numerical counterpart, Janai Williams. Out of the corner, Brown will get it back now off the wing. Smith sets the pick. Whitley turns, 3-ball. That's no good, and it will skyrocket toward the heavens. Brought down by Bowles, and they'll try to go coast to coast. Tries to float it over the outstretched arms of Whitley. Smith is there to peel it away, and Brown starts to charge the other way for the Koalas, dodging a couple of reaches down this right-hand sideline. Whitley calls for Brown, and the two will trade possession. 12:25 to go here in the ballgame. Koalas leading 47-35. Smith to Brown. Thought about a three, but lays off. Now drives inside, lost the ball. .12 to go. And it is the Koalas who will maintain it. Jamison McKenzie is checked back in and losing it as the shot clock expires is McDuffie. They had short time to work with and just couldn't handle the pass off the restart. So from their own backcourt, the Mustangs trailing. Trying to muster something up here, and they cough up the possession, and McKenzie can bring it forward. O'Bannon spins inside, but runs into the wall of Trafton, and the other way. Latrell Thompson, bounce pass underneath. Diaz is there, and a quick 2 points the other way. It's a 10-point ball game, 47-35 with 11:45 to go. Koalas, double-digit leaders, but need to be careful not to fall into the trap that sees the Mustangs get back into this ball game. Brown off to McKenzie for three, no good. And the rebound pulled in by Latrell Thompson. Trafton inside for Diaz. He turns, fade away for two, and he gets a splash. And just like that, the Mustangs have cut it down to single digits. 8 points the margin. Smith the other way, cuts to the baseline, puts up and banks it in for two, and that puts the Koalas back in front by double digits. 11:07 to go here in the ball game. 49-39, the Koalas lead, but they are back and forth here, just on the fringes of working back to single digits, and the last thing they want to do here down to the wire is let the Mustangs claw their way back in. Koalas have seen themselves start to heat things up, at least beyond the arc. 5 of 21, but the success from three-point land has come in large part here in the second half. Just 2 for 10 on the three ball. Are the Mustangs of Mid-Atlantic Christian. For the Koalas, after this Wednesday night, it's our doubleheader. Carolina U comes to town. The the Koalas will take them on. That's a 7:30 start time. Before that, the women play at 5:30. Coming up next for the Mustangs, Central International. And South Carolina Central Christian. Beyond that, Hampton and then Taylor University. Koalas start the season at home on a great stretch of games here. Carolina on Wednesday, then on Saturday, Point comes to town, Coastal Georgia, and then Southeastern. So the Koalas see their first road game that opens conference play against Spartanburg Methodist. 11 to go here in the game. A 10-point ball game it is. Inside, ball is free. Thompson gets a piece of it. Koalas scramble to get it, and it's back to a 8-point game. Brown fending off the pressure. He is fouled by his opposite, number 11. And Janai Williams is the one charged with the foul. Williams, his second foul of the game. O'Bannon gives off to Brown. Brown steps inside, spins away. Now giving off to McKenzie. He'll drive inside. Forced away from the basket, off balance, left it short. And now a chance for Thompson to try to cut down the court. Bobs outside and delivers. And the lead is cut down to 6. From what was 15 at one point, the Koalas have let the Mustangs right back into this. Midway through the second half, the Koalas starting to feel a bit fragile. Brown looking for an answer the other way. He'll find it. That's a massive 3 points for the Koalas. Still a single-digit margin, 52-43. It is 9 that separate the two sides. Thompson will get it right back. Inside for Diaz. Tries to post up and will. Underneath, he converts. Now O'Bannon looking for an answer the other way for the Koalas. Smith receives a pass off the right-hand side. Inside spins, trying to find an avenue to pass. Instead, goes to the rim and converts for 2 more. Back to 9, 54-45. The Mustangs trying to catch the Koalas off guard here in the mid-stages of the second half and pull the upset away from home to open the season. A loose ball on the floor, and it's a jump ball, and possession will favor the Koalas. I stand corrected. It's the Mustangs. 54-45, and while everybody gets up off the floor, it looks as though they'll make an adjustment to the clock. They will make those adjustments. They will tend to Chandler O'Bannon, who is still down on the floor, and while they do, we'll take a break. Be back here in 30 seconds to the Godbold Center with the lead going back.
Our tradition for my football team is we dress up, shirt and tie. I had a tie, but I didn't know how to tie it. Usually I would have my dad help me, but he was deployed. I'm thinking, don't worry about it. My grandma should know.
He says, can you tie a tie? And I'm like, no. But we're on our way to Chick-fil-A.
I recognize them because they came into our store so much. Miss Bertha and Mr. Terrence, I'm like, of course, I'll help them out and show them how to tie a tie.
It wasn't just the tie, it's what was in your heart.
It's my pleasure. Doing good, man. You got it.
.901 on the game clock here in the second half. Koalas of Columbia College trying to win their season opener for a second straight season. 2 for 2 in season openers would be a good step to have, especially with a program that's only played 2 of them. Last season, the inaugural season at 14-14 overall. The Mustangs of Mid-Atlantic Christian trying to battle their way back. It is a single-digit margin, 54-45. While the two come back onto the floor, I want to remind you that today's game is brought to you in part by the Solomon Law Group, proud supporters of Columbia College athletics. When life knocks you down after an accident, trust the team that fights for you. The Solomon Law Group, they've got your back. 54-45 from the baseline. The Mustangs will bring it in. Janai Williams will do so. It's low, out of the reach of Thompson. Trying to dive for it is Brown, and he will benefit from the last touch off the Mustangs, and the Koalas take over. Put the body on the line, had to check to make sure all the skin was there as he just slid across the hardwood floor. Well, Caleb Brown doing enough to put the Koalas back in possession. 8:53 to go. Austin Harrell will bring it forward. Slings it off for Whitley. A bit out of his reach, but he's able to reach out and recover. Now over to Harrell. If he misses that, I'm eating that right in the face. Inside, Smith Lost it. They try to recover. Johnson can't get there. Brown reaches in instead. Williams off to Bowles, and Bowles is able to get it to drop on the fast break. 54-47. Points off the turnover, starting to rise in favor of the Mustangs. Smith inside. It bounces away. Johnson the target. They can't connect. Bowles the other way. Can he do it again? Yes, he can. 54-49. 5 points is the difference. Koalas have seen a 15-point lead cut down by 10. Harrell slips free. Koalas need to start stringing possessions with points together. Back out, Harrell trying to make a splash from 3. He's got it. 57-49, that'll help. Can it maintain some confidence levels for the Koalas? They need a defensive stop here. 57-49, 7.5 to play in the game. Kick out. Tyus Williams, his 3-ball, no good. Bounces around and the Koalas pull in the rebound. Harrell bobbing and weaving out of the backcourt, looking for options, and he gets it off to Brown. Behind the back, right at the half-court line. Tries a low pass for Harrell, but that doesn't go. And Latrell Thompson is able to put it in for 2. Down to 6 points again. Zach Smith down the left-hand side. And he is fouled. It is on the floor. And the Koalas will maintain possession. They'll bring it in from the far sideline. Johnson and Brown will each check out. Back in comes McKenzie alongside the 15 of Jordan McKean, the sophomore out of Summerville, South Carolina. As Harrell puts up off the restart, and he's made back-to-back 3 balls. 60-51, back in front by 9 are the Koalas. Tyus Williams makes easy work of the defense and rolls through. And the other side, they will stop as they look up and see that the netting is on top of the rim. And so out comes Jalen McDuffie to pull it down, and we can get the action resumed. McKean gives off to Whitley. And a handoff to Harrell. Does he have another made 3 from beyond the arc? In the cards. Whitley, he gives out. McKenzie somehow got it off to Whitley, who puts up. 3-ball, no good. It falls back for Bowles. He tries the fast break. Bowles can't get it to go, but he's fouled. 6:15 to go. It is Whitley who commits the foul. For Whitley, it's his 3rd. A 7-point advantage for Columbia. 60-53 as Andre Bowl, the game's leading scorer with 13, will head to the line trying to add to his totals. (60-54) as he makes the first. He'll try to shoot and make his second. No good as he catches the side of the rim. McKean works off to the left-hand wing. Whitley hands off to Harrell. He drives to the baseline, kicks into the middle. McKenzie trying to find his way through traffic and finally powers through. It's an 8-point margin, 62-54. Rogers inside, Thompson spins, stripped by McKean, and the Koalas can start the charge forward. Whitley was the one who brought it ahead. Smith off to McKean, working atop the key. From the free throw line, cuts away, but what a swipe and a clearance by Terrence Williams. 5:27 to go. The Koalas will maintain it with 17 on the shot clock. They will try again. A second ticks by, they'll make the adjustment. So 5:26 to go now. The inbound to Smith. McKenzie, underneath is McKean. Turn, contested on the jumper, and he's fouled. He'll head to the line, but he wanted to try to convert, but instead he'll have a chance at 2. McKean with 2 points, trying to add to it. He will with the first. Bowles and Williams out. Clough and Diaz each come in. The second for McKean. He's up to 4 points as he goes 2 for 2 from the line. 5:18 to go in the ball game here on opening night at home for the Koalas. Thompson underneath. Diaz now. No good as Whitley pulls it in off the rim. Thomas Whitley, the former Gannon man, sees his ball hit a knee, kick over, and it finds the 24 of Diaz. Now Rogers. Williams, he gets stripped. McKenzie, a long heave forward for Harrell. Space down the left-hand side, gives off to Whitley. He goes to the basket, takes a shot to the face. He is fouled and will head to the line. Terrence Williams, his second. As Whitley heads to the line with 8 points, trying to add to it his first trip to the stripe. 2 for 7 from beyond the arc. As the two sides will head to the benches, and the free throws will come on the other side of the break. 4:44 to play in the ball game. 64-54 Koalas.
Turfgrass management is not just guys going out and cutting grass and putting bases down. There's so much more to it. Major League Baseball has made a substantial increase in the standards that all ball clubs should have. And a piece of it is you have to be a graduate of a 2 or 4 year turfgrass management program. Having the Life Scholarship made that possible for me.
Job readiness means a better South Carolina, and a better South Carolina means a better you.
Back here at the Godbold Center, 64-54 with 4:44 to go. A lot of fours on the scoreboard. Board rhymes with 4, and good Lord. He'll just roll right through. And we're rolling right along in this game. Our game today brought to you in part by Terminex. Check them out locally here in Columbia at trustterminex.com. So less than 5 minutes to go in the game. It is a 10-point margin, 64-54. Koalas send Thomas Whitley to the line with 8 points in the game, but his first trip for free throws of the evening. Calm, cool, and collected on the first, and he'll try it again here for the second. Koalas up by 11, this to make it 12. And he will. 2 for 2 on his only 2 trips to the line. Whitley now up to 10 points. Tyus Williams gets off, and Shepard is there to answer with 2 points of his own. (66-56). It looks as though maybe an adjustment to the clock. We'll see what they add to it. Well, we better not be here all night because that's 43 and a half. It's been a long day already. We've been here bright-eyed in Bushytown down at soccer for the 2 games down there. We hope you joined us for those. Fans at those games were able to get free Chick-fil-A Cherry Berry coupons courtesy of Chick-fil-A Bush River Road. Fans here at the Godbold Center being entertained to a good one. Back and forth, Koalas leading by 10 points, 66-56. 12 on the shot clock. McKenzie inside, spins, goes to the rim. And two more, 68-56. It's up to a 12-point advantage. DeAndre Rogers from the right side over to the left-hand side to Tyus Williams. Had Shepard low, but instead the pass gets intercepted by McKenzie, and Harrell will slow things down. His team leading by 12 with 3:45 to play. Harrell to the left-hand side, drives forward, lost it, recollects off the floor. Now he gets strips, and Rogers will start the charge ahead. Outside for Thompson. Thompson puts up, it bounces off the rim and finally drops in. It's a 10-point ball game with 3.5 to play. Jordan McKean off to Zach Smith, to Thomas Whitley, to Austin Harrell. Now McKenzie inside. He pulls through the defender, but he can't get the ball to drop, so it stays 10. Trying to cut it back to single digits are the Mustangs. That rolls off the side of the backboard, and the Koalas pull it in. McKean for McKenzie. Lost it. Oh, recollects it and still powers through for the basket. 70-58, and a timeout called by the Mustangs. With 2:50 to go, 70-58. The two sides will talk things through as the Koalas lead by 12. Here in the club.
Our tradition for my football team is we dress up, shirt and tie. I had a tie, but I didn't know how to tie it. Usually I would have my dad help me, but he was deployed. I'm thinking, don't worry about it. My grandma should know.
He says, can you tie a tie? And I'm like, no. But we're on our way to Chick-fil-A.
I recognize them because they came into our store so much. Miss Bertha and Mr. Terrence, I'm like, of course, I'll help them out and show them how to tie a tie.
It wasn't just the tie, it's what was in your heart.
It's my pleasure. Doing good, man. You got it.
Fans, did you know that since 2002, more than 2.7 million lottery-funded scholarships, such as the Life, Hope, and Palmetto Fellow Scholarships, have been awarded to South Carolina students? Playing for fun is a win for education. Visit sceducationlottery.com/educationwins for more information. Andre Bowles leading all scorers with 14 points. Koalas leading the game by 12. Austin Harrell, their leading scorer, with 11. He's 3 for 4 from beyond the arc, all three of them coming here in the second half. It's the Mustangs of Mid-Atlantic Christian trying to find an answer to this 12-point deficit, and Rogers is fouled underneath. Zach Smith commits the foul. And the sophomore out of Ridgeview High School here in Columbia. We'll see a tally up against him. As Rogers, the numerical counterpart to Smith, will miss the first. 2:39 on the clock. Rogers will make the second. McKean. Bounce pass for Whitley, back to McKean, and they'll get across the line. McKean down the right, cuts inside, gives off underneath. McKenzie is there, and a hard foul. Shepard called for his first foul of the game. Shepard, who was the leading scorer a season ago, averaging nearly 17 points a game. Just 2 in this ball game, and now his first foul to his credit. Jamison McKenzie will make his first free throw of the night. He'll crack at the second. 12-point game, this to make it 13. Could not do so. Harrell awkwardly falls to the floor. Tabletopped over top of him was the 2 of Trafford. 2:24 to go. And the foul on McKean. (71-59). Mustangs trying to close the gap with short time to work with. Inside, Clough working against Whitley. Clough turns and banks it in, and it's down to a 10-point margin. Out of the backcourt, McKean gets it off, and so too does McKenzie. Whitley brings it forward, shovels to the outside corner. Harrell for three. That time will not go. He's 3 for 5 from beyond the arc in the game. Out of bounds is Shepard. Koalas will take possession, and Shepard, with his jaw on the floor, couldn't believe that he got the call to go against him. 1:53 to go in the ballgame. Bulls will come to guard Harrell, who will inbound the ball from the far sideline. McKenzie to McKean. 105 seconds left to go in the ballgame. Koalas leading by 10. McKean pressured as they converge around him. Harrell trying to slip free. And Harrell gets the timeout before a foul is committed. And so the Koalas maintain possession with 1:36 to go. Here inside the Godbold Center, 71-61. Up next, we mentioned it Wednesday night against Carolina, then Point. Coastal Georgia, Southeastern. And on the road they go. Spartanburg Methodist, Bluefield, Johnson. And then the crosstown rivalry, its first iteration in season 2 of existence for the Koalas. CIU, November 25th. Tuesday of Thanksgiving week, 7:30, 4.3 miles down the road. Koalas, they were in dogfights with the Rams a season ago, but couldn't pick up victories. On the inbound, Smith, he's got 2, and it's back to a 12-point advantage. Rogers. Bulls, a long jumper for 2, and he's able to convert. Down to a 10-point gap. McKean trying to slip free. Moves it forward to Harrell. Just running through the offensive court. And he's able to create the space. McKean settling up with a 10-point lead, a minute to go. Powers through and floats it in, and it's back to a 12-point advantage. Bowls the other way, and he's fouled by McKean, and McKean frustrated with himself. McKean's second. 6 points in the game for McKean. Bowles, he has been a bright spot, but just can't get additional scoring from the rest of the lineup. There's a 3 that Clough knocks home, and 75-66 is where it stands. .4. And now they'll move it to 48. So 2 seconds added. Koalas from the baseline will inbound it. 9 points to the good for the Koalas. Smith needs to get it across half court. They will do so. Jake Deere tried to calling the timeout but couldn't do so, and now it is a foul committed by Trafton, and it will send McKean to the line. 33.9 on the clock. Timeout called. And the two sides will talk things through with short time to work with. But to the line goes McKean when we return. Back here to the Gospel. Well, it's a season that the Koalas hope comes to fruition, at least in the preseason poll. As things have sorted out, the Koalas, at least by the way things look and what people expect of them, find themselves tied for 7th with Reinhardt, which, guess what, would mean the Koalas would be the second men's program to make an AAC postseason tournament, because earlier today, despite a loss to Bryan here at home, the Koalas, with results out of town, secured the number 6 seed in the AAC men's soccer tournament. First time a men's program has ever clinched a spot in the tournament. Back, and it's not that crazy when you think about it. It sounds crazy in 2025, but for a school that started men's sports in 2025, or 2021 rather, well, kind of makes a little bit of sense. Koalas up 77-66. And a foul committed. And it'll go against Whitley, who commits his 4th. Less than 30 seconds to go. As Nico Trafton will head the line. And he'll have to try again to pick up his 4th point. So the margin is still 11. Now it is down to 10. Harrell takes a spill. He is fouled hard by Shepard. And in the bonus are the Koalas, so Harrell, who has had himself a night, leading his side with 11 points, went to the free throw line. Jake Deere earlier this week talking with us about trying to find scoring through numbers to try to replace his team's leading scorer from a season ago in Kendall Brassfield. Brassfield came in, put together a phenomenal final season of his career. Averaged 13.5 points a game. Part of the foundation of this program. As the Mustangs come back the other way, down to a 9-point game. And an adjustment, and with that, we'll resume. 18.3 to go. And on for the first time comes Jeremiah Hollins. Hollins, the freshman, native of Columbia. Oh, and a big smack of the ball there, but he is charged with the foul. And free throws to come for the 14 of Rogers. Austin Harrell set the check in, but he will have to do so after the tending to of Rogers. And a timeout for the two sides. Trying to talk things through. And Rogers, in what has been a good game for the point guard, finds himself assisted off the floor. Jake Deere, even with his team up by 9 with 16 seconds to go, hard at work during this timeout. At least on our end, maybe not through your crowd mic, but you can pick up maybe faintly that even in these late stages, the necessity to hold on to the ball. So Tyus Williams will shoot the free throws in the absence of Rogers. 78-70, down to an 8-point game. (78-71), 7 points the difference. So now the game has become a tight one here in the late stages. Whitley moves off to Harrell. Koalas need to get forward. Off to Whitley. Oh, and it's intercepted. What a read by Trafton to jump in and steal that away with 3.3 seconds to go. Down to a 5-point advantage, and the foul is called. Foul called, and we'll see if there is time left for Smith to go to the line. And it looks as though there will be. So half a second will allow for Zach Smith to go to the line. The sophomore with 8 points, his first trip of the night. Five points, and they'll make it a 6-point advantage. Koalas led at 1 point by 15, so to see a game come down to single digits here at the end, certainly something that'll stick with Jake Deere when it's all said and done. But regardless, it's an opening night win for the Koalas of Columbia College, as they did in their inaugural season last year. They open season number 2 with a win here at home. 79-73, Koalas win it and start the campaign 1-0. And things get rolling right through, and they're back in action Wednesday night at 7:30. The women before them at 5:30 as Carolina comes to town. And the Bruins and the Koalas will meet here at the Godbold Center. Hope you can join us for that one here on Koala Vision. We'd love to see you here in the stands in the midweek at the Godbold Center as well. Game's leading scorer, it's the 18 for Bowles. It was an impressive night, but beyond that, not a lot of level scoring behind him. Williams had 12, Diaz 11, 10 for Latrell Thompson, then 6 for Trafton Stewart with 5, and a handful of others beneath that. Austin Harrell, big night, 3 for 5 beyond the arc, 3 for 4 from the line. 12 points total. Whitley gets to double digits as well with 10. Tay Burton, 1 shy of the double-digit mark. That's where things really kind of opened up for the Koalas. 4 players, each getting 9 points. Burton, Smith, McKenzie, and Johnson. Jordan McKean with 8, and O'Bannon finishes with 7. Before Caleb Brown and Jalen McDuffie each added 3 to their credit. 79-73, Koalas win it by 6 on behalf of everyone in the athletic department here at Columbia College. On this Saturday homecoming night, I'm Mark Shelley bidding you a